Hey guys, I'm Shay and this is ShayStarGaming. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing InFamous First Light for the PlayStation 4. I want to start off by saying that this is my first InFamous game and that I jumped right into this one and haven't yet played InFamous Second Son. Story. InFamous First Light takes place in Seattle where you play as Conduit Abigail Walker, also known as Fetch. Conduits are people that essentially have powers, and Abigail's power is that she can run super fast. This includes running up buildings. Without spoiling too much, Abigail and her brother Brent plan to leave Seattle right after one more job. All she has to do is steal a duffel bag and they're out of there. Things don't quite go as planned when the Occurrence show up at the docks where Brent's waiting. By the time Abigail gets there, it's too late and Brent is missing. Shortly after that, you meet up with Brent's boss, Shane, and the two of them team up to find Abigail's brother. Even if the story in InFamous First Light can be a bit predictable, it was enough to keep me interested and wanting to play it through to the end. Gameplay. As I said before, Abigail's special abilities allow her to run super fast, and that includes running up buildings and leaping off buildings. This uses up your neon meter, which you can refill by draining neon signs. Collecting neon lumens throughout Seattle will earn you skill points. There are also lumen races where you have to pass through neon clouds that act as boosts in order to catch the lumen. These races are very fun and can prove to be challenging, especially at the start of the game. Not only are there lumen races about, there's also something which I found very cool and interesting: neon graffiti spots. You fill out the outline of the graffiti by using the motion control of the DualShock 4 controller and holding R2. After that, Fetch will do the rest of the work. The skill points you earn by doing the lumen races and neon graffiti can be spent on upgrades. These upgrades better Abigail's powers, such as making it so she can dash in midair before falling back to the ground. This helps collecting some of the higher up lumens a lot easier. There are also some melee skill points that help in combat, like pressing triangle when an enemy is in range, causing Abigail to dash forward and hit the enemy with a massive attack. InFamous First Light tests out and uses multiple unique mechanics. Some I liked more than others. Be it running throughout Seattle collecting lumens or taking down the DUP, combat and gameplay are really addicting, and that's what keeps me wanting to go back for more. Sound/acting. All of the actors do a wonderful job at bringing their characters to life, especially Laura Bailey. Her performance of Fetch was delivered very passionately, and I felt like she helped add something more to the character than what you see on the surface. All of the characters, though, are unique enough and have their own individual personalities that made me want to know more about each of them and what led them to make the choices that they do. Graphics. InFamous First Light is one of the best looking games that I've played on the PlayStation 4 so far. Even when running really fast, I never seemed to lose where I was going or what was happening on screen, nor did it ever seem to get too blurry. Another thing that I loved about the game was how whenever it was raining, the way the rain would hit the screen made it seem realistic. I also love how much detail seemed to go into making the city look so lively with random people walking around and all the neon signs and shops lit up. Replay value. This isn't a game that you'll be playing for hours on end, and maybe not even that much after beating the story. With collecting as many things as I could and completing the main game, I want to say that I probably played for around 10 hours or so. If you're not interested in collecting everything or completing the missions, then I'm sure it could be beaten in less time. But I think part of the game is exploring and taking your time. This was an experience that I didn't want to rush through, nor did I ever felt like I had to. My overall opinion and final thoughts. I really enjoyed InFamous First Light, and I recommend it to anyone wondering what it's like to zip through a city at lightning speed and use awesome neon powers to fight. If you've thought about getting the game and you're pretty sure that you'll like it, but you're still kind of on the fence, then I say go for it. I'm going to guess that chances are that you'll like it. I give InFamous First Light a score of 8.5 out of 10 stars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are of the game down below in the comments.